Hi everyone, welcome back to Communicative English class 11. Be ready with your pen and paper. A pandemic period acts on us in different ways. It creates panic. It breaks all our normal notions. At the same time, which creates a lot of new opportunities. That kind of opportunity has brought me here. Here, everything is a learning tool. Each and every day-to-day activity is a learning tool. Now, let's watch a video. Are you ready?
Coca-Cola.
Olá, boa tarde a todos. Queria dar as boas-vindas à conferência de imprensa da antevisão do Portugal.
Have you noticed it? I think most of you have watched it. Portugal captain Cristiano Ronaldo removed 2 bottles of Coca-Cola put in front of him at a press conference, encouraging to drink water instead. Ronaldo's action coincided with the decrease of $4 billion in market value of Coca-Cola. What do you think of it? Will you support the action of Ronaldo? As an official partner of the tournament, Coca-Cola has the right to be highlighted or entertained. At the same time, Cristiano Ronaldo wished to promote water over cola. So, as a student, what is your opinion? Will you support the action of Cristiano Ronaldo, or will you disagree with the action of Cristiano Ronaldo? You have the right to support, at the same time you have the right to disagree with his activity. So now you may take 2 or 3 minutes, write your concern. Last 2 years we couldn't celebrate Onam at school. Everything related to Onam celebration at school, like Pookalam, sack rice, tug of war, delicious feast, have become a memory. In the good old days, just a few days before the Onam celebration, we put a notice on the notice board detailing the program. I think most of you have read it with a lot of excitement. Now, let's go through such a notice. Do you find it okay? Do you have any disagreement with the words and sentences used in the notice or ideas conveyed in the notice? Most of you have find an instruction is a matter of concern. I am sure that instruction related to your uniform is a matter of concern. How will you air your concern? How will you express your concern? You have to take 2 or 3 minutes and write your concern. Now I would like to ask a question. Are you ready to answer my question? I am not asking you about test positivity rate of COVID-19 or total number of COVID cases in Kerala or India. But I have a simple question. My question is, are you satisfied with the system? You know that there are so many systems in our society, like bureaucracy, politics, religion, etc. So my question is, are you satisfied with these systems existed in our society? Do you have any disagreement with the system? You have the right to agree or disagree with the system. As a democratic country, India gives us the freedom to express our opinion or disagree with the system within the framework of Constitution. So, Article 19 of the Constitution gives freedom to express our opinion, ideas, etc. So, to express our opinion, freedom to express opinion or disagreement has a constitutional support. Have you heard the Malayalam saying, even if you hit your mother, there will be 2 opinions. So, Now we are going to learn how to express our agreement and disagreement in a democratic and effective way. If you are able to express your disagreement and agreement in a democratic and effective way, that means you are a good debater. So now we are going to learn how to be a good debater. So if you are able to express your opinion or disagreement in a democratic or effective way, that means you are a good debater. Are you a good debater? You know what is a debate? A debate is a discussion between sides with different views. A debate is a discussion between sides with different views. Speaker from each group not only give the reason to support their argument or motion, but also counter the arguments made by members of other group. Debates means for encouraging critical thinking, personal expression and tolerance of others' view. Debates are conducted in parliaments, legislative assemblies, lecture halls and public places. In a debate we require a proposition, a question, a topic which can be spoken for or against the topic. There will be one or more debater for the proposition and one or more debater against the proposition. There will be a moderator in the debate. The moderator directs the debate. In parliament and legislative assembly, speaker acts as a moderator. Now let's discuss the do's of a debate. Be polite, listen attentively, be respectful and supportive of your views, speak only when asked by the moderator. Allow others to express their opinion. Do's of a debate: be polite, listen attentively, be respectful and supportive of others' views, speak only when asked by the moderator, allow others to express their opinion. Do not monopolize the debate, speak clearly, slowly and enough to be heard by the audience. In a debate, we often use certain expressions for agreeing and certain other expressions for disagreeing things. Now let's discuss a few examples. Now we are going to discuss certain expression for stating an opinion. You can use the expressions like, in my opinion, as far as I am concerned, if you want to know my honest opinion, if you want to know my opinion, as far as me, etc. And certain other expressions you can use to disagree, or expressions used for disagreement. I don't think so, I am afraid, I want to disagree, I beg to differ, I will say the exact opinion. Not necessary, that's not always true. No, I am not sure about it. These are the expressions you can use to express your disagreement with a thing. Then you can use certain other expressions for giving reason and offering explanation. The reason why, that's why, this is the reason, when you consider that, that is why. Certain other expressions you can use for giving reason and offering explanation. The reason why, that's why, for the reason, that's the reason why, when you consider that, etc. These phrases can be used to share, used to express for giving reason and offering explanation. These are the examples. Basically, there are 4 steps to the debating process: gathering information from books, periodicals, etc. Exploring the 2 sides of the issue. Forming an initial opinion. Third one is forming an initial opinion. Defending your position in the debate. Fourth one is defending your position in the debate. If you want to participate in a good debate, you have to select ideas and information from books and other sources, and you have to collect it and you have to consolidate it, and you have to use such ideas in a perfect language. So we can say that if you want to be a good debater, you must prepare very well. If you want to participate in a good debate, you must prepare very well. For the preparation, you may use libraries and other sources and collect details, ideas and experiences, and you have to consolidate it in a good format. So, while you are consolidating the details, you have to substantiate your points. At the same time, you have to support your points. You have to find reason why you are supporting or why you are against the topic. That's your duty. So you have to do it. Now let's go for an activity. Are you ready? On the screen, so there is a voice. Let's listen the voice. Are you ready?
Good morning. Today we are having a debate on the pros and cons or the advantages and disadvantages of social media. Of course, we live in a digital world and we are totally dependent on social media. It's very difficult to find out someone who doesn't use social media these days because our life, our day-to-day life, or everyday life, we do everything through social media, right from our purchase to sending information, reading e-newspapers, everything is done through, even our education, of course, it's done through social media these days. So it has become an inevitable part of our life. But we shall not forget that there are many disadvantages to this, especially although we know that the social media system, it speeds up our communication and it promotes a lot of things, that our online marketing has become very easy with all these things, and then it helps to connect with people around, and it gives tremendous contribution to education. All these are true, but the facts that how it is affecting the youth or the students is something that we cannot forget. The thing is that our youth is carried away, especially the students. They are carried away by those things, the negative sides of social media. Actually, they spend a lot of time and they lack their interest in studies. That is one major problem our students face today, because the education has turned over to social media, and it is through social media platform that we communicate or we transfer all this knowledge. So what happens is there is a lot of cyberbullying going on. There is a lot of hacking, cheating, and a lot of cyber crimes behind this. Cyberbullying is one of the worst things about social media. The thing is that they can do anything without being traced. They bully other people by sending bad things or images and videos and teasing them. And mostly the teens and kids are affected by this cyberbullying. It leads to people to depression, anxiety, and high level of stress-like symptoms. And then most of the social media sites are used for hacking, which is another major problem. And then there is this security issues, because whenever we have set our passwords and all, we come to know that in no time it is being hacked. So there is no privacy in using social media, and that is one serious issue we face today. And above everything, it decreases face-to-face communication skills. People lose their personal touch. That is one another major issue we find. Most people use social media for communication with other people, and the thing is that they keep someone else DP, some of their favorite film star or sports star as a DP. They hide behind the screen, and when it comes to soft skills, they simply lack any soft skills. They are totally dependent on using others' IDs, fake IDs, and things like that. And social media spread fake news very fast. This is another major issue. It kept spreading fake news, and every day we see that lots of fake news comes in social media platform without knowing that whether it is authentic information or not. People kept passing it over to the other groups, and then rumors or gossips or fake stories keep circulating. And social media ruin reputation. That is another problem. I mean, that is the consequences of this problem I said. And addiction of the people to social media is another issue. Especially the youngsters, they feel like they cannot live without phone. And you get a lot of negative feedback in social media. And cheating and relationship issues are another major problem. And it causes health issues also, because people lack physical exercise. With the advent of social media, students, especially the youngsters, they stop playing outside. They stop going out in the playground and doing some physical exercises. What they do is they keep bending their head and keep running their fingers through this digital platform. And then what happened? Keep scrolling, and they lack any other physical exercise. They lack imagination. They forget reading, and it wastes a lot of time. And many of the youth, they use social media throughout the night. It causes sleep problems, and then it leads to stress and then depression. So it creates a lot of negative impact on children, and a lot of uncensored sides are there. And children tend to open up these kind of sites, and they will be lead to some other things which they are not supposed to, and they get a lot of exposure. So and it causes family relationship also. That is one of the major issues that counselors deal today, that how the social media is affecting the family relationship. So I think there are more disadvantages to this than advantages. Anyway, now it is open to my students to speak about your views. So you're welcome for that. Thank you.
Here, it's a debate on advantages and disadvantages of social media. Here she is talking about the disadvantages of social media. That means she is expressing her disagreement with social media. I am sure that all of you have your own opinion and agreement or disagreement. But now your duty is to write 4 points about the advantages of social media. I am sure all of you have noticed that while she is expressing her disagreement, she is not making an argument. She is not only making an argument but also substantiating her argument too. Just like that, you have to make your argument against the topic. At the same time, you have to substantiate your argument too. While you are expressing your agreement with the subject, that means that your duty is to write 4 points about the advantages of social media. While you are writing 4 points about the advantages of social media, you have to substantiate it, and you have to use the expression that we have mentioned earlier, just like, as far as I am concerned. If you want to know my honest opinion, as far as me, you have to use such expressions and make 4 points about the advantages of social media, and you have to write it as a homework and send it to your teacher. Now your duty is to write 4 points against her motion. While you are writing 4 points against the topic, you have to substantiate your argument too. So you have to do it as a homework. The next one is another activity for you. In Kerala, dowry and alcoholism turned life a living hell for many women in Kerala. What is your opinion? So write 4 points to substantiate the argument. So you are going to talk in favor of the topic. So you have to write 4 points and substantiate your argument too. You have to do it also as a homework and send it to your teacher. Have you ever expressed your opinion through writing? Do you want to respond to a current issue and express your point of view? If so, writing letter to the editor of a newspaper or a magazine is a way of doing that. So writing letter to the editor of a newspaper or a magazine is a perfect way to express your opinion in a written format. If you want to express your opinion or your agreement or your disagreement, writing letter to the editor is an easy bridge to express your opinion. So now I am giving you another homework. Suppose a recent news article has claimed that in the age of internet, we no longer need schools. In the age of internet, we no longer need schools. What's your opinion? So you have to write your opinion and send it to the editor of a newspaper. That's also your homework. You have to write all these things and send it to your teacher. I think today we had done a detailed discussion on debates. If you are a good debater, that means you have the capacity to express your agreement or disagreement in a decent and effective way. We had done a detailed discussion on terms and expression that we used in a debate. So I am sure that all of you have the constitutional right to express your agreement or disagreement. Use your constitutional right in an effective and decent way, utilizing our expressions and usage. Thank you. We are concluding today's session. Thank you. Have a nice day.